Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Narek. I'm a researcher from German Research Center of Artificial Intelligence, and my today's presentation is about augmented reality. To give you a small feedback, we have different sites throughout Germany. I'm coming from the site in the city of Kaiserslautern, and we are specialized in the field of computer vision. To give you a brief history and a knowledge about artificial intelligence is about machines making decisions based on the data we are providing them. We can see many applications these days in economy and industry, entertainment, and so our group of computer vision has four main parts: augmented reality, 3D reconstruction, body sensor networks, and computer vision. And we are from the team of augmented reality. But what is augmented reality? Augmented reality is about adding more information to the human eye. In another word, extending our vision. How can we see more with our own eyes? We can see in this scene that we have a poster, a map of a city, and we have the map or the file of a building. When we combine these two together, we can see augmented reality. Let's say some engineers want to see how the building would look like in real life. They can use this kind of applications to have a general idea of how their design will look like. What does this mean for future? Well, it provides us with different ways of communications. We can see in the sci-fi movies, they always have a fancy way of interaction with computers, but this is actually not far away from the truth. This is what research is, and this is where we are going forward to. And the applications we can have in our everyday life, for example, from fashion, from styles to science, and so. But what do we need for augmented reality? What are the requirements? Definitely we need a camera, and we need virtual contents that are made by designers so we can have them on the models we are tracking. But we do need to track models. But what does this mean, tracking? Tracking is usually referred to tracking the position of the camera in the real world. But the question is, how do we do that? How do we know that where our camera is in real world? Well, it's pretty simple. We can always have a coordinate system in our image, and then our camera's movements are tracked according to this coordinate system. But how do we define such a coordinate system? Usually we get this from the features that are present in our image, and from there, based on the informations that we have from the cameras, we are capable of tracking its position, and by tracking its position and having its field of view, we can augment our vision. We can have different views when the camera moves, and then we will have a correct perspective of the scene that we are seeing with its virtual content. In research, there has been many attempts to create the perfect head-mount display, but it's not that easy. There are many challenges in the way. For example, field of view can be very small, and the tracking system can also have problems, for example, with initialization. And another issue is always you cannot have individual objects for tracking. So you're always starting with tracking your scene, which can be a little bit problematic because there are no informations usually about normal scenes like normal offices. However, there are many informations available about objects themselves, many features that can be tracked. Another form of cameras that are used are our cell phones, our tablets. At home, we can use their cameras to track different objects and add augmentations on top of them. Nowadays, there are many different commercial products, for example, Vuforia or AR Core, which normal people can use for creating augmented reality on their phones or on their tablets, and so we can see many different application fields for augmented reality. But why is that? Why is having augmented reality useful? Well, we can always have a look in the world and see what people are doing in their everyday life. For example, in the context of industry, we can train individuals to become more professional in their work, to become better in their work, make less errors. Here's an example. For example, a mechanic is working in a car. It's the first time. There is not much information about how to repair a car. Augmented reality can be useful by showing step-by-step instructions about how to operate the car, how to remove the components, how to replace them, how to repair them, and so. But here we can see that the mechanic is trying to track some markers, which is now an important part of augmented reality tracking. Generally, there are two types of tracking. Marker tracking, as you can see here in the image. Markers are shapes, or rather some patterns printed on a paper, where the camera already knows how this pattern should look like, and the job of the camera is to detect these patterns in the image, and based on that finds its position in the world. Having the position of the markers available to us, we can then create our 3D contents based on the position of the cameras. For example, in this slide we can see a small game that has been played. Next is markerless tracking, which is we are trying to track something that doesn't have a predefined pattern. But that's not entirely true. We can extend the markers to be our real-life objects or real-life shapes. And then from there, we can track these shapes and then create individual contents for each of them. The implications or the applications of this is in maintenance, and as an example, and other work in tourism, where we are tracking based on the information given to us, for example, by a GPS or by the natural features that exist in our image. There are many other commercial applications as well that nowadays exist, and most of them can be seen in the field of entertainment. By having this kind of contents, we will make life much easier for people who are trying to do their work and make it easier for them to follow the instructions and actually improve the learning. Another way to look at augmented reality is how it enhances our cognitive abilities. For example, learning and teaching is a big part of research in augmented reality. How can we use augmented reality to teach experts, which is also what is being researched in the project ARinfuse. The idea is how can we use augmented reality and the contents and the scenarios to make it easier for experts to learn new ways in their field of expertise. An easy example would be always to teach some non-expert how to change the memory of their computer. And so, to show you what I mean, we will go and have a look at this video where some expert is trying to work with some machine, changing some parameters or changing some parts of the device. And usually it takes a long time to train such experts. How can we save time? Is augmented reality useful or not at all? Well, it happens that it's actually pretty useful in teaching experts. But the challenge is content. How do we create contents that are meaningful enough, that can be used for everyone, and can be reusable in the future as well? In this example, this sequence is recorded, and then by the help of machine learning and some additional descriptors, we are augmenting the scene and detecting the gesture of the hands, and thus helping the experts or the next ones who are working with the system to know what they have to do and in which order they have to do things. As you can see, an expert comes and tries to work with the device based on the data that is recorded and is created. They can now see step by step how to work with such a device. And the most important part is that it's reusable with many other people who will come next. Another example is in industrial machines, for example, farming or office work. However, the big challenge here is to create contents, as I said, which are meaningful and useful for everyone. The research has shown that training with augmented reality is more interesting and has better effects on the people who are using it, but there is just a lot more to be done. Another concept that was researched was the idea of augmented things. Augmented things is objects that are connected with some sort of sensors or chipsets and are recognizable by our device, by our camera or tablet, and the information, the augmentations, are loaded on demand. For example, we saw the application in an industrial machine, and now this is a sewing machine, which is a home equipment. So the usability extends from industry to home. And even more, office work, entertainment, or even history. Imagine employing such techniques in a museum to show information to tourists and have them learn about the history of a piece of art. This will definitely make a better impression than reading text that is attached to a wall. But augmented reality is not limited to these kind of trackings. A project that was done in our group used GPS coordinates for tracking underground facilities. This was Project Lara. It has been finished a couple of years ago, and the idea was to help experts in the field with visualizing underground infrastructure and have them work with better efficiency. The idea was to create a device which receives the GPS and GNS positions and combines them with the data that is available with about the infrastructure and create augmentations or show the augmentations of the scene to help the experts in their work, which is like urban planning or excavating and so. With having this kind of technology, then the augmentations can be created in many different forms and in forms that the experts need. For example, there are always the view that was created for Lara. One of them was X-ray mode, the other one was street level mode, and the idea was to be able to attach also information to each segment of the pipes or the manholes. Next. Other use cases of augmented reality, which is maintenance. As you can see, there is an electrical device and there are some problems that are needed to be solved. And augmented reality can help us identify these problems and solve them. Next is the use case in industry and in assembly. The idea is the device is tracked and the individual objects are shown how to be put together with the device that we can see. So as shown, augmented reality has many different applications in many different fields. And with research going on, there are many fields which this technology can be applied to. With the advances in hardware that is going on, we can always expect to have better devices for augmented reality and create always better content and maybe a universal platform for creating augmented reality applications for everyone. I would like to thank you for your patience, and it is unfortunate that I couldn't do this presentation live and it had to be a recorded video. But once again, thank you and have a good day.